Hey guys, Jansen here, and we're back with another episode of Blacksad Under the Skin, or as I like to call him, White Happy. Okay, so where we left off, that goat was blind and legless, so we need to help him. I voice cracked there. Future Janistan, you're gonna enjoy editing that. Alright, we are finally back to where we were. Did I ever mention how cool this game is? I like the design. I wish they went for more like a comic book look.
And there you go.
Alright.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Come back soon. Welcome to Sam's Diner. What can I get for you?
Some information, please.
Blacksad, Private Eye. I work for Sonia Dunn. I need to ask you some questions about Joe Dunn.
Sure, but I'm working right now. Maybe later?
Let's not be rude.
Please, I need to find Bobby Yale as soon as possible. And I think you can help me.
All right.
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn, Joe Dunn, Oh, wait, this is not time, so I didn't have to... Okay. Forget this. Can I have a hamburger? Sure.
Can I have a hamburger, please?
Oh, sure. Regular or cheese?
He's a goat. He'll eat anything, so cheese.
I think I'll get the cheeseburger.
Mm-hmm. You want fries? A drink?
No, that's it.
Okay. Is that for here or to go then?
To go, please.
Yep, that's for the goat.
One cheeseburger to go, Sam.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So okay, so we zoom in. Ooh, there we go.
They look puffy and tired. Sleepless nights? Hectic days? Or has she been crying? Perhaps all of the above.
I didn't realize. Oh, hold on, what is this?
Smells like cinnamon. No, cinnamon and burgers.
Okay. Now, oh, I guess my eye is not done. So it's cheeseburger take away.
Her handwriting is nice and neat.
That was not nicely translated. What could possibly be loading right now? This game and its loading screens. That's the one gripe I have with this game so far. Everything else is just fine. I mean, them all being animals is weird, but that's true to the comics. I'm not gonna complain about that. Please go to 100. Jesus Christ, you've been on 99 for 5 seconds. There we go. What the? Please don't tell me I just left.
Your burger is ready.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'll let you enjoy your meal.
4 people used the back door that very same night.
What?
Well, I might be blind as a bat, but as you can certainly see, I have 2 wonderfully functional ears.
4 people used the back door 2 days ago?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, let's go first one.
Who was the first person to use the back door?
Someone big unlocked the door, stepped inside, then came right back out.
That's 100% Jake.
Who was the second person to use the back door?
A man, just a few minutes after the first person. He came back out muttering, ungrateful bastard.
So that's either
Then
Joe or
threw something
Yale.
in the trash and walked back in. Oh, no, wait. Before that, he gave me a coin. A coin? I mean, do I look like I need spare change? Huh?
No offense, but you're
I
living
mean,
on the street.
I'm staying at a 1-million-star hotel, for God's sake.
Okay, third person.
Who was the third person to use the back door?
Judging by the quiet footsteps, I'd say it was someone small. I'd say it was about 30 minutes after the second person came out. Whoever it was threw something in the trash and stood in front of me for a moment. Then I heard a click. And finally, I heard trailing laughter in that direction.
Who was the fourth person to use the back door?
Someone big. I recall heavy breathing. The person left in a hurry, running in that direction.
So that could be the bull. I mean, not the bull, the bison. Okay. Let's inspect him.
I wonder what it's like to be blind. Would I cope?
Not relevant to the situation, dude. Oh.
Blind and legless. How does he get by?
Probably should have asked the other questions. Oh.
Could he have been a train conductor? Looks like someone used it as a punching ball. There's a chest expander in your cart.
A what expander?
A thingamajig with 3 springs.
Oh, the thingamajig with springs. Oh, I got it from the trash, back there.
Where did you get that paint can?
In the trash can, in the back. A paint can and a thingamajig with springs. What a night.
I love this guy.
You were acting a bit strange before, but now you seem fine. Why is that?
He's eating food.
You got great vision, sense of smell, hearing. Why is that?
Well, I'm a cat.
Well, I'm a goat.
That's all for now. Thanks.
We know for a fact that Jake wasn't the guy who made the footprints. So the first person, I believe he threw a paint can. Yeah. So... where is that? There it is. And... huh. What?
Well, I know this much. The chest expander in the trash belongs to Yale.
Yale killed Dunn with the chest expander? I'm not sure about that. Let's go ask the woman at the diner. What's her name? Molly, I think? Now that I got your boyga.
What can you tell me about Sonia Dunn?
I barely know her, but she looks like a smart girl, poor thing.
What do you think about Jake Ostiambi?
Who? Who's that?
A big gorilla. Boxer, too. A friend of Joe Dunn's.
Oh, yeah. I barely know him. I don't like how he looks at me.
Okay, that fits Jake's description.
Can I ask you about your job?
Oh, which one?
Well, I
How
guess
long
that's
have
an
you worked
option.
at the gym?
It's been, what, 4 or 5 years? Although, I don't think I'll be able to set foot in there again.
This must be really hard for you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, usually when it comes to, murder cases, usually, from what I've heard, this may be true, this may not be true, the first person to find the body is usually the first suspect.
Tell me about your work here in the diner.
Oh, it's wonderful. I love it. My boss.
Oh, glad to hear that. Other than the diner and the gym, you don't work anywhere else, right?
I wouldn't have the time, although I'm not sure I want to continue working at the gym.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her to stay away because, again, it's a live investigation.
It might be best to stay away from the gym, at least for a while, for your own well-being. In due time, things might change.
Joey used to say the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. Thanks.
Huh.
Any ideas where Bobby Yale could be?
How am I supposed to know? He's rarely there when I clean the gym. Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
So she barely knows most of the crew except for Joe Dunn.
Let's talk a bit more about Joe Dunn. Can you tell me how you found Dunn's body?
Well, I thought I was alone. I clean early in the morning before Mr. Dunn comes in.
Oh, so you have keys to the gym.
Yes, of course. There was paint on the floor, so I thought it'd be a busy morning. And then I saw him, hanging there, like a baby mobile over a crib. Then I think I panicked. When I calmed down, I called the police and waited outside.
So she
Sorry, that's all I can say.
Don't worry. But if you remember anything else, let me know.
Alright, so she and Sonia... I've never seen any, like, small creatures in this game. I don't know who this could be. She and Sonia are smaller women. They could be the fourth person that, snuck out of the gym.
What kind of boss was Joe Dunn?
A good one. Always paid on time, never raised his voice. If I asked for the day off, he even cleaned the gym.
How was Joe Dunn outside the gym?
I wouldn't know. I only saw him at the gym or right there. That was his spot. I think everyone liked him.
Thanks, but I still don't get why he'd commit suicide. His wife died years ago. Maybe he never got over it.
Yeah, I don't know. Or maybe he did. That was a long time ago.
I heard his relationship with his daughter wasn't ideal.
Oh, really? Poor man. I don't have kids, but that has to be really hard.
Maybe he simply had money issues.
Yeah, I don't know. Could be. The gym didn't really get that dirty lately.
Have you remembered anything else about the moment you found Dunn's body?
I'm afraid not. It's too painful.
I know, but we need to find Bobby Yale. Anything, any minor detail, could really make a difference.
I'll try.
Sorry. I think that's it for now. See you around.
We'll miss you at Sam's Diner. Bye-bye.
Just everybody walking around as, like, cats and dogs and, like, bulls and rhinos. It's so weird. Dude, I want a full-on Shih Tzu as an anthropomorphic animal. I have 4 Shih Tzus. Oh, yeah. Oh, they even have an albino ape. Interesting. So how does race get classified in this game? Because in the last episode there was like the Nazis, and they were all white, but they were different species of animals. So is it just skin, or does animals get involved? Because technically my character is black, and so is Yale. I believe he's a boxer. He's a dog. I don't know what kind of dog. It's a familiar looking dog. And there's also, Jake, of course. Let's report this information back to Jake. Let's see. I know he was one of the people who walked out.
Joe Dunn or Joey Dunn?
Huh? Nobody called him Joey. Well, maybe his wife. Although she didn't call him anything after she died.
You insensitive jackass. So Molly was more than friends with Joe Dunn. And what's this thing again? Oh, is that like the bell they ring? Whoa, hold on, I just saw a card. Nice. Why is that flashing?
What the?
What's wrong?
Someone's taking pictures from the rooftop.
Are you sure?
I'll go take a look.
I I didn't mean
Who's that rope for, Miss?
weekly.
Weekly.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Okay, I thought the decision was permanent.
What the hell are you doing here?
Hey, look! Isn't that Cassidy?
Who is that?
Don't change the subject, you sad little...
Why don't we settle this over ice cream, huh, John? Just like in the good old days.
How did you get up here? I don't want anyone to see you. Everyone, even the most hapless of creatures, has a gift. Something that makes them special, that makes them worth knowing. Foul-smelling Weekly is no exception. No matter what he does, it's impossible to stay mad at him for too long.
This bourbon shake is delicious. Want a taste?
You know I don't like milk.
Your loss. So, Joe Dunn hangs himself and leaves his gym to his daughter, which makes her the first woman to run a boxing gym, I think.
The real question is, why did he commit suicide?
Well, it's pretty obvious.
Is that so? Care to shed some light on this, Sherlock?
Oh, there's no need to look for reasons. People hang themselves every day out of sadness. Stuff like that. End of story.
I'd say he never recovered from his wife's death. But he'd recently fallen in love with another woman. Maybe he thought he was betraying his late wife. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's just a hunch. I wouldn't bet my life on it. I've got other suspects, like O'Leary, the bookmaker.
Desmond O'Leary? The same O'Leary who used to date Helen Moore? America's sweetheart? Now that's a woman.
And then there's the Walrus. Who was that guy?
Come on. You've never heard of Frank Cassidy? The president of the Boxing Managers Association?
Who's also Stone's agent, Bobby Yale's rival.
He might know why Dunn killed himself, right?
I decided to ask Weekly to investigate Cassidy. My reasons? Weekly was right. Cassidy could have known why Dunn killed himself. Weekly had already proven to be nosy. The farther I kept him from the gym, the better. But with Weekly, you just never know what the best approach might be. Should I give him an order or a subtle suggestion?
Direct.
Well, since you think Cassidy is a suspect, see what you can find.
Okay, but you'll have to do me a favor. Tell
Okay.
Sonia Dunn that a legendary journalist from What's News wants an interview.
Weekly, please.
Well, if not, bye-bye, Cassidy.
You know, there's a third option. What if I tell Sonia to sue you for spying on
You wouldn't.
her? Try me.
Okay, you win.
So we still have to look at Sonya a little bit more. I didn't get those other two options I think there were.
So, was there really someone on the roof?
No one. I must be seeing things.
A hallucinating detective. This must be my lucky day.
Okay. What else can I look at about her? Okay. So her eyes.
Big, bright eyes. Looks well rested. Either she didn't mourn her father, or she really knows how to work that makeup.
Was
Nice and steady heartbeat.
huh.
I saw you arguing with a guy named Cassidy. What did he want?
Remember the fight that needs to take place in order to save this gym?
Well, Cassidy manages Yale's rival, Stone, the reigning champion.
If Bobby doesn't show up, he'll lose money. Maybe not a lot, but enough to care.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
So, I don't know who would make their girlfriend's birthday their combination, but it's worth a guess. It has anything else to say?
Do you remember anything else about the day you found the thingamajig with the springs and the paint can?
Yeah, no. wait. Yeah. Well, no. Now that I think of it, no. Hey, pal. How about thanking a good-looking goat with a cigarette?
Yeah, sure. I mean, why not?
Of course. Here you go.
Yeah, you think you're not responsible for my pathetic state? Think you're not to blame?
What the fuck?
It's the government shipped me off the war.
They shipped me off too.
Oh, right. So then you know what it's like to kill, too. Well, then another sad hobo shouldn't be a problem for you, Professor.
Yeah, I killed people.
And yet, you don't want to help me die. Wait, but that's not what I wanted to say. Oh, well, you know we goats tend to jump from one thing to another. The government paid for everything. Army fatigues, rations, weapons, lodging at hookers, drugs. Do you know where that money comes from?
Blood diamonds?
Taxes!
Oh, never mind.
Your taxes, my dear friend. You helped them cut my leg. They declare war, every chance they get, so that the weapon industry that finances their campaigns gets richer and richer and richer. And that's how we finance their wars. So the slightest connection with corruption turns us into accomplices. Unless one manages to keep at arm's length. That is what I did, my loyal disciple, at the Million-Star Hotel. So, like your master, great.
Hey, what's your name? You never told me.
So the only thing I can think of now is reporting to Molly, getting what else I can get from her, then talking to Smirnov. That's the plan for right now. Because I haven't gotten any new information in regards to Sonia, in regards to Jake. Oh, whoa, what's this about? What the hell? For Sonia Dunn.
Thank you, Mr. Blacksad.
Does the postman always leave your mail on the floor?
I don't know,
What's wrong?
It's my mother's wedding ring.
Yeah, did you know who had it?
Who had it?
I don't know. My father wore it on his pinky finger after she died.
Not always, apparently.
Will you find out why?
I'll try. But there's something else I'm worried about. This might have something to do with their father's death and Bobby Yale's disappearance.
Oh my, yes. It could be. Will you please give me a moment?
Of course.
Okay. Oh, 2 new deductions. Okay. Alright. No way. Hold on. They did not. She did not. Huh.
Okay. Mary put the wedding ring in the envelope and wrote Sonia Dunn on it. But why did she have the ring in the first place?
He proposed to her, didn't she? And yeah. I'd assume that Mary calling Joey and... Yeah.
Were Mary Purnell and Joe Dunn an item?
You explained this to Weekly, though. What? Again? That's... I knew it.
What if Mary's birthday is the combination?
Mary, that's her name, not Molly. Okay, is there any more deductions that I can make? I still feel the need to ask her. Now, any more deductions? Alright. Who knew that one clue would connect everything? Something that I already knew. So far this is like the only route I can take.
Yes?
Feeling any better?
Yeah, I guess. Thanks.
And there it was. Mary's birthday. A week prior to that very day.
Huh. Okay. We can finally see what's in here. Again, that's not how combination locks work. A gun. Okay, gun. There we go. Business insurance policy. Let's look at the documents first. Last will and testament of Joseph R. Dunn. Okay.
You open the safe?
Yeah, and I think you need to see this. Can you tell me what it says?
All right. I think this might be useful for the investigation, Mr. Detective. He left everything to me, except some boxing trophies and knickknacks that go to Bobby Yale.
When was it signed?
It was written 4 years ago, just weeks after I moved to Buffalo.
Do you think Bobby Yale read it before he disappeared?
Maybe.
This is insensitive.
Congratulations. You're one lucky lady.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, it was probably best I didn't say that, but it was an option.
I never would have taken Dunn for a gun owner.
Regardless, this is
A
America.
few bucks. Just petty cash.
So what can I work out? I guess I can talk to Jake. I swear to God, if he's just another brick wall. Okay, Joe Dunn, yeah.
Did you know Joe Dunn had a gun in his safe?
No way, man. He hated firearms. Although, when Bobby Yale was a teenager, he went through a crazy phase. Even dropped out of the gym and joined the gang. Nothing serious. Early one morning, he broke in the gym. Joe was already here and caught him red-handed. Bobby pointed the gun at Dunn and ordered him to open the safe. So, Joe opened it and asked Bobby to put the gun aside, leave the gang, and start boxing again. I got here 5 minutes later and found Bobby crying like a baby in Joe's arms. Then he just stood up and put on his gloves.
Aw. Nothing else I can do.
You see, I've got this friend. He's a journalist, and the thing is, well, he would like to interview you.
Why?
A woman running a boxing gym? That's quite the story.
And how did this friend of yours find out exactly?
I told him.
Well, I might have said something.
I don't even want to hear you. I just hope you prove your professional worth before the day is over.
I think I know who had your mother's ring.
You do?
Mary Purnell. I think she was in love with your father.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, shoot.
I never asked about the gym's insurance.
That's exactly what I'm reading now. So far, it looks like your standard small business policy.
Did you find anything interesting in those papers?
No. Investigation work takes time, as I'm sure you know.
Oh, no. I didn't know it was a secret. Had she told me not to do that, I would have been fine with that. Where the hell do I go next? Oh, Smirnov. I forgot about him. Yeah.
Smirnoff.
I think I have a new lead on the Dunn case. Dunn and the gym's cleaning lady were about to get married.
Great. Call What's News. They'll know what to do with such an incredibly interesting piece of information.
The combination on Dunn's safe was her birthday. He even gave her a ring. You know, your typical suicidal bliss.
Okay, I'm still not convinced, but I might have something for you.
Life is often off key, like a bad song. The notes come together but feel flat, unable to create anything resembling music. And yet, there are ways to string them together to create harmony. Ways that are not always entirely in our hands.
You look tired, John.
I was born tired. I'm a cat.
I can't help it. It's just the way we cats are.
Well, I can't help but be glad to see you. Yep, I'm beat. I'm starving. Just got back from the annual police medical. Not only did I have to fast, but I also had to chug 2 enormous glasses of water.
Is that a thing?
John, you alright?
I've had better days, and I'll have them again, I hope.
We both deserve to. The thing is, I'd love to help you out with this case, but I can't. You know I work for the state of New York. If I had any information, I couldn't share it with a private eye. Even if it was lying on top of this table.
How do your kidneys process so much water?
You drank 2 huge glasses of water. How are your kidneys coping with that?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should go to the... If you'll excuse me.
So medical examiner, East Manhattan, postmortem report, preliminary. Okay. Case number 6097, medical team B3, deceased Joseph R. Richard Dunn, male, marital status widower, species lynx, color dark brown, 47, 163 pounds and 5'5". Haha, the weight and height. And he's 5'5"? There's no way he could have reached that. Time, date of death, approximately 7 p.m. on October 19th, 1950. Cause of death, violent asphyxiation. Form of death, suicide. Violent external findings, violent asphyxiation caused by a rope around the neck. Neck presented 4 ring-shaped marks around the entire circumference caused by said rope. Internal findings. Come on. Swollen and slightly scrapped knuckles on the subject's right hand probably caused recent trauma.
Interesting.
Internal findings. No internal autopsy was performed since internal evidence seemed sufficiently conclusive.
Now I feel even thinner. So do my kidneys.
Thanks.
Truth is, John, it all seemed clear to me before, but now... Please, promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I'll try, but sometimes there's no alternative.
All right. In any case, keep me posted, will you?
Why am I getting emailed so much? Jesus.
Friend, you can count on it.
Take care, John.
As always, Smirnoff had given me new, potentially relevant information. Not to mention
Smirnoff's
second
heights.
thoughts. When an old dog like him gets that serious, one must be prepared to bite.
I just realized there's some Rule 30... Oh, well, I got new deductions. There's some Rule 34 art about all of these characters, and it makes me sad. I'm gonna look it up after this.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
Happy birthday. I just found out it was a week ago.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm sure you received wonderful presents. For example, your date of birth used as the combination for Dunn's safe.
My goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Sure.
May I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
So yeah, I told your soon-to-be daughter, stepdaughter, well, now ex-soon-to-be stepdaughter. What are you doing, stepdaughter? You may get fired. By the way, I apologize. I didn't know it was a secret. You didn't let on, but I thought about reloading, but I felt like that was a cheat. This game's just based on my decisions. I don't want to do that. Clocks. Some...
Mary Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We've been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with... Well... Weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Did he help you clean?
No, poor Joey. I would never have allowed that. He did more than enough. Would even clean on my days off. Paperwork. He just hated it. But that was just him. Instead of putting off the things he couldn't stand, he did them as soon as possible. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where Dunn seduced you.
That word is a bit too much, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day. So we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone. Maybe you should have told his daughter.
Like I said, I barely know her. Joey didn't want her to find out until we were sure.
2
He was
years?
afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop, we realized just how serious our relationship was. And we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him.
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns
Whoa!
out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about Yale? Wasn't he like a son to him?
Maybe you already noticed I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Thanks for sharing all that with me. Take care.
I
I
told
lost my
Sonia.
scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse
Wait.
me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
So I have to find the scarf. Alright. Yeah, I could make a lot of deductions. So we know Dunn's height and weight. And we know... where is it? Yeah. I knew it. Dunn was murdered.
I'm much taller than Dunn. And I can barely reach the noose. There's no way Dunn hanged himself. Not on his own, at least.
Had 4 different neck marks. So that means that he was murdered with Yale's chest expander. And... what?
Bobby Yale. I don't know if you had a motive to kill Dunn, but you certainly had the murder weapon.
Oh.
Christ. Did Yale kill Dunn just because he wanted to call off the fight?
That explains... shit.
I always knew Bobby had issues. But I never thought he'd go that far.
I couldn't say. In my line of work, you really shouldn't jump to conclusions.
But the chest expander, the box in his locker, the marks on my father's neck. It all leads to him. In any case, that doesn't change a thing.
It does, actually. Now we know he didn't kill himself.
My father's still dead, and you still haven't found Bobby Yale. Nothing has changed. Opening the safe and finding my father's will won't help us achieve anything. So please hurry. Time's wasting.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me. But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
John Blacksad? I think I owe you an apology.
Oh God.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please, kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
I'm afraid I have to say no. I can't ride in a fancy car with a wrinkled suit.
Oh, I don't see why not. In any case, if those little wrinkles make you uncomfortable. I always play it nice and safe.
I'm still saying no. Oh, come on. Colbert, you douchebag.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone.
And that's all the time I have for this episode. I think that does it for this episode. God, this is getting really interesting. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you got to this far in the video, I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video and would like to see more of my content, be sure to like and subscribe if you want to. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments below. And I hope you have a good day. Say that you love you. Say I love you to your parents, siblings, whoever. Bye. Always with the news. I'm gonna end every episode like this.